Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Patreon backlash. And it's not for censorship this time. It's for stupid design choices. And they're trying to take Patreon to the next level by, I don't know what they're
Making it
trying to do.
unidentifiable.
Making it unidentifiable.
Maybe that's a win.
I don't know, guys. So they unveiled a new logo and some new features, and the internet is roasting them fiercely. Again, there are many, many reasons to roast Patreon, but they keep putting the target on themselves. You know, why anybody would use Patreon current year when they've proven themselves to be untrustworthy is completely beyond me. But if you want to put all your eggs into that basket, go for it.
It's like the Three Stooges, whatever it was. They kept stepping on the rake. They kept turning around, stepping on rakes, and hitting themselves in the face. It's like that. That second logo they had looks like what was it? What were the old shows we used to watch in kids in school? They'd have
like the
line.
Rankin Bass.
Yes, they had like that. That's what it looked like. And then the new one looks like an ink blob. It looks like a kidney bean.
Yeah.
A kidney. I don't know. A teardrop like that's hanging off.
It's a tumor.
Or something.
It's a tumor.
A lung.
A lung.
I don't know. I mean,
You have to sell your lung. Sell your lung online for subscribers.
It doesn't look like anything. It looks like if you looked at it, you'd be like, why is there an ink splotch on my paper?
God, this looks just bad. Really bad. So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe. For more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys, get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
We do not have a Patreon. We do have a donor box if you go to thereef.support if you want to kick us a few bucks, but we don't do Patreon because we don't trust Patreon.
No.
Nobody should.
Also trust Patreon too.
Nobody should trust Patreon. They have a long history of screwing over creators and
making demands. When they go into someone, they demand to see somebody's,
their Dropbox.
Dropbox.
Yeah, make sure they weren't drawing
in case they might put it someplace else.
Anime characters that looked underage. You have to card those lolis. Make sure that they're. Yeah, I mean that's massive overreach. I mean, you have every right, I believe, to police your own platform. If there's certain content you don't want on your platform, that is your prerogative. You're hosting it, right? That being said, they were massively overreaching.
Well, I remember when they were kicking people off, and then people would be like, "Well, what's the rubric to make sure we don't violate?" Oh, it's by case. If we like you or not.
If we like you or not.
I mean, it's like then they weren't paying people, and
then they weren't paying people
on
time. Yeah, it happened multiple times.
I'm like, and now their brain fart is let's change our logo again to a black blob.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. Lots of articles on it. Even JonTron weighed in. He said that he was genuinely amazed the new Patreon logo was so bad that I wouldn't have even drawn it this way as satire in my video where I simplified corporate logos because it'd be too on the nose. Oh my God. All right. Look at this. What is this? This is like some grade A Fiverr shit. They turned it into...
I wouldn't offend Fiverr people that much.
There are some very, very good designers.
I'm like, Fiverr's better than that. This is like a 2-year-old. Draw me a logo. It looks like a pea. Look, I'm learning to draw peas.
It looks like a testicle because that's what people are paying. Yeah, you can put porn basically on Patreon, and that's totally fine. But God, anime characters are problematic. If you say something on Twitter, you say something in somebody else's YouTube video that you think is problematic, that person has to be banned.
It looks like you're drawing a horse or a dog, and you're just starting with the shape, of the head. There you go. It's like...
They turned it into a lima bean. New Patreon logo gets trolled online. Sparks hilarious meme fest on SK Pop.
It's really stupid. Did you not run this by, your all your different departments? Because no one said this is a bad idea.
I don't think they
Fire them all.
I don't think they can afford
to hire designers. Think it was a good idea. Do they have shareholders? I don't know.
I don't know. The Patreon's failing massively. Hello Art. The new Patreon logo is definitely the worst. Has to be the logo. Wait, the new Patreon logo. I have to reread this. The new Patreon logo definitely has to be the logo redesign of all time. A lot of people talking about it, and I'll take you out to another site that has how they simplified all these corporate logos and not for the better, right? They turned it into a lima bean.
Yeah, kidney bean, lima bean. Yeah, it's a bean. It's a bean.
It's a bean. Well,
there's a new bean to flick the bean.
Most bean-flickingest website out there. Amy with Rainbows says the new Patreon logo literally looks like those super minimalist logo parodies that were made as a joke, except they're totally serious. Sagathin. I think we need to shame brands for more bad decisions.
Yeah, especially when it's like something like Patreon.
The thing is that people can't make the connection between this company and this company.
No, you can't. And then the middle one looks like neither one.
No. As per the company's blog post on Wednesday, the logo has the ability to morph based on adaptive cues from its environment, is defined by its motion language. Wait,
I am too. My one middle finger likes to motion.
Oh my God. So this is Jack Artist says, I'm going to go ahead and make a new Patreon logo. Let me grab my ink vial and oh goodness gracious, It dropped all over the paper.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like an ink blob.
Where's the next? This is the next YouTube logo. Tube. Patreon decided they want to compete with Twitter for the worst logo change of the year. Yeah, it's just a X. What happened to the Patreon logo? It just looks like nothing. It looks like nothing.
Something like blobbed out. Like you took a picture of something, a screen cap, and you hurried up and took a pen and cut something out. That's what it looks like.
Sir Fuckleberry, Sarkis.
I like the name.
Sir Fuckleberry.
I want a dog named Sir.
That's gonna be our next dog.
Sir Fuckleberry.
Fuckleberry Hound.
Fuckleberry? No,
Fuckleberry Hound.
You Fuckleberry Hound, get over here.
No, that's my furry name.
God.
That is my furry name.
Yes. Fuckleberry Hound.
Fuckleberry Hound. Why does the Patreon logo look like it's slowly succumbing to dementia?
I just love that name. I love your name.
So if I did a Patreon as Fuckleberry Hound, I probably would get all kinds of money.
I would.
Why did Patreon
You just did dog screwing berries. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Why did Patreon change their logo to the Eraserhead baby? Have you seen Eraserhead? Mm-mm. Don't watch it.
I don't watch those kind of things. It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
Someone left my Patreon just because of the logo change. I don't like looking at the logo. Wait, is that true?
Oh my God, that can't be true. That can't be true.
Oh my God.
If it is, that's funny.
Patreon's logo sucks so bad. The new logo is something.
I don't understand why they thought this was a good idea. Like, I cannot wrap my head around in any way, shape, or form they thought this is a great idea and people will love it.
Oh
the original logo was the best one. Sorry. Don't change it. If something's working or something looks good and is iconic, don't change it. Just, I can't. It hurts.
So
it's like really painful to me because it's just one stupid video after another with like the stupidity is so heavy-handed. I just physically causes me pain.
So yeah, they're adding new features, trying to basically make a case for why you should stay on Patreon because pretty much
there's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't.
The reason Patreon existed in the first place is they wanted to centralize people getting donations. The problem is all the platforms that the people that were creating content were on now offer their own donation button. Like when Patreon was introduced, there were no memberships on YouTube.
They basically took it from webcomics.
They took it from webcomics, yeah.
They did it because then people had their own sites and they had a donation button on their site. And Patreon's like, what if we had one location and we get a cut of it? And that's what they did. And I remember when it first came out, people didn't know what the heck it was for. A lot of people didn't trust it. Then they trusted it. Now they don't trust it again.
I think at this point, Patreon should just shut down. Just shut it down.
They should have shut down a long time
because
ago.
There's no reason for it to exist, right? Other than the people. Because the thing is, you are pushing your audience to Patreon and they're taking a cut.
Right.
And you don't need Patreon. Like literally every platform that you're on has memberships, or you can set up your own membership thing through PayPal or whatever.
Well, now they're calling themselves as a banking system, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's concerning.
And then they were getting people's accounts pulled down and stuff, other banks. They were like, when you ask them like for what criteria and what, write it down for us so we know what to do to not violate it. And then they're like, no, it's a case-by-case basis. I'm like, so if you don't like me or someone that your company doesn't like me, you could just take my Patreon away because you don't like me and then say it's case-by-case basis.
So let's look at what you get now with this new logo. Okay, they said the company explained the changes are about giving creators even more.
Yeah, I get that from that logo by making it less.
Noting that Patreon is no longer just a paid membership company. But wait, there's more. You get a Discord-like chat feature, or you could just use Discord. That connects creators with their fans in a group message. Patreon says the feature gives creators and fans dedicated spaces for group conversations outside of DMs and comments.
Okay, cool. Why are we changing the logo? How's that doing to the logo?
Another new change is the full rollout of a feature called Commerce, where you can sell stuff. Like you can't do that already.
Like on Shopify or something.
Like
or your
Shopify or your own website or Teespring or whatever the hell you use.
What does that have to do with a terrible new logo?
Creators can also let people join their communities for free and offer them content and updates while keeping exclusive content behind a paywall.
But they've been doing that for years.
Because I don't understand.
That's not new.
You couldn't join the community, but you could have public posts. There's no reason for Patreon to exist. They're so desperate. They're like, we're going to roll all these other things into Patreon and see what sticks. And then we're going to give you a shitty new logo on top of it to make it look like
you're already a joke to a lot of people. Now you're just joke to everyone. What, you figured you better go all in?
So the free subscription product is a way for creators to use their subscription list like a newsletter.
Or you could just send out a newsletter.
You get Substack. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing.
That sounds like they're trying to be Substack is what it sounds like.
There's nothing.
Discord.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing that they're doing that you can't do someplace else.
And you don't have to worry about them taking your money.
You don't have to worry about them taking your money and not paying you on time.
And then making stupid logo decisions that no one understands.
Oh my God. When asked about the changes, a spokesperson for Patreon said users have the option to turn off the member profiles. Okay, so they have member profile images now.
So what? I'm sorry, I'm just like...
So it's like Facebook.
I'm just like, okay, and?
So as for the redesigned app, users will start seeing an updated home feed with new posts organized by creator. So like... Okay, so what have they done? They fucked up the logo. They're adding
people.
They're adding features that everybody's already using someplace else, and they're making it easier to search for people. I don't understand. What are you doing? Basically, I'll tell you what they're doing.
They're trying to find a reason to justify their existence.
Yes, Patreon is in its MySpace stage now, where other apps and other platforms have come along and they've eaten their lunch and people are leaving them in droves. So they're desperately trying to cling to relevance
by leaving them in droves because of the nebulous, rules they've put in place. The weird, we're not paying you this month and not telling you why, we're just suddenly not paying you and things like that, which has happened a couple different times. That's more why they're leaving than anything else, but they're going to blame it on this kind of stuff.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is the most corporate speak ever. As part of its reimagined brand, Patreon is launching a new logo and wordmark along with changes to typography, color, and photography. The company says the changes are designed for a digital-first world intended to challenge static old media brand building conventions in favor of an identity that better reflects today's ever-evolving creative landscape. How much fucking money did they pay to an ad agency to come up with that word salad explanation?
And that awful logo.
And that awful logo.
We're changing our font, our color, and we're changing the layout, the look to make it more edgy, and then we're putting that as our new logo because that makes us better than the other ones that are out there. We literally went backwards.
Niche Gamer put some other corporate logo and how they've simplified everything. Warner Brothers. But
go back up. McDonald's. Okay, Smucker's is weird. McDonald's, you still know it's McDonald's.
It's the arches. Everybody knows the arches.
Still McDonald's. Go down. Warner Brothers, still Warner Brothers. Smucker's, stop smoking stuff because that doesn't
even look like fruit. What is that?
I didn't know that was their new logo. And that's, gosh, they hired the same agency that Patreon did. Starbucks, you can still tell it's Starbucks. You can still tell it's Starbucks.
She needs more
Nickelodeon,
tits.
you can still tell it's Nickelodeon. Petco still tells Petco. Olive Garden still can tell it's Olive Garden. You can still tell this. You saw that, you'd be like, what is this? You'd be like, I don't know. The other ones you can tell. I mean, Smucker's and this one, they're probably the same agency.
God, this can't be real. It's real. Justin is here. It's real.
It's like the stupidity. I just can't.
I
figured it out. If everybody's talking about their logo, they're not talking about how they're not paying people.
Yeah, exactly. That's razzle dazzle. It's almost like they're trying to run away from their idiotic decision. I don't know what Patreon hopes to accomplish. I think they're basically just trying to buy time. Like I've seen companies do this. Like it's the all new, all different, whatever. And don't look at our past behavior. Oh, that's that company with that orange P logo. Yeah, we're not them anymore. We're the company with the fantastic color-changing kidney bean.
We're like, I like this. Where were the new repurposed boomerang logo?
Pretty much. At least that made sense. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Okay, that's the best one
I
right
love
there.
it. Sam wins.
Sam wins.
I salute you, Sam.
All
oh
right.
My God.
Are we done?
I'm sorry. I'm still laughing about Sam.
I think we're done.
So's Patreon.
Patreon's done. It's over. This is end stage. This is the last thing you're gonna see before they go dark.
We're gonna hit acceptance soon.
Yeah. God. All right. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Again, we don't have a Patreon. Go out to thereef.support if you want to give us money. See ya.
Bye.